all you never saw. Been in trouble with the law since the day they was born.
Okay, well, this used to be called Perfect Pig, and there'll be a sign up there that's gonna say Pig and Pub. It's gonna have a neon flying pig. Like this.
Like that.
The wings.
The wings.
The wings will actually move.
He's bought this building. It was a barbecue joint before, but it's obviously completely changed. He's gonna do live music, special nights, cars. We got a baseball field right down here, and this is all to tie in that. Trying to put a gym in the back, but I just want you to see the whole vision of what's all fixing to take place. Obviously, this is months and months before you get to see what actually happened. So he's going to walk us through. Jesse's going to follow, and I'm just going to let him run with it.
Okay. All right, let's go through the front door. Come on. So we've about got this entry built, which will be a true vestibule. You'll come in on a handicap ramp there, a set of steps over to the right. This will be glass here, but actually you'll enter through the buildings here. So you'll have an area to get in out of the rain, get yourself situated. I got an overhang here. Anyway, I've changed a lot of that functionality. And let's come on inside. I'll show you the new dining room. The dining room has changed where we enlarged the dining room, took the old restrooms out, moved it over there. I'm gonna have a bar availability here. Not a drinking bar, but like an eating bar. So that's gonna look like 1950s bar stools right here. Just round bar stools. So this will be dining. I may have some of the old benches like he had sitting against the wall, but most of this is tables, ceiling fans, black ceilings, drop lights. Then you go through this, there'll be a set of glass doors here, and this is going to be an outdoor dining area, sort of like a patio here. So this is all open wood. It'll be open. There'll be siding on that. And then if you really want to get outdoors, what we're going to do is have a trellis area right here. It'll just be wood beams, like beer garden, mood lights, that kind of stuff. And that's where the smoker sits right here. So that smoker is going to tie in to the original old smoker right here. We're going to make them, we got them in close proximity where they will function together. We're going to rehabilitate that. So come on back inside. This is going to be old barnwood sawmill finish. This will be the kitchen. We've completely reframed this whole structure. We've got a quarry tile, waterproof surface, and floor drains. All the kitchen cooking equipment's over here. New duct system, stand-up coolers over there. I've got the ceiling vaulted where it's not so hot in here. And when you pass through this opening, it goes back to this is a drive-through. So this is going to be like a drive-through window right here, so people can pick up curbside, or maybe morning breakfast stuff will be here, drinks, coffee, and people get a biscuit and a piece of cheese to go. So that's what's happening right here. The drive-through is outside. It's built.
A biscuit and a piece of cheese to go.
Well, come back through here. And this is where all the dishwashing stuff's gonna happen. There'll be a dishwashing machine right here, a true dishwashing machine, not a $12 an hour wash boy. And there'll be a prep tables here, Coca-Cola all over our food, food coolers, mop sink, hand wash sink to wash your hands. Then that's a private bathroom for the staff and the cook. People don't like to see the cook come out of the bathroom. I don't. Got two 88 bathrooms. This will be the men's. There'll be a toilet and a urinal and a lavatory. This is the women's. There'll be two toilets and a lavatory. Plenty of room for women here. And a baby changing place over here.
What about big booty women?
Big booty women, there's two toilets.
You gonna do Coke products or Pepsi products?
There'll be Coke products.
That's right.
So these steps come down, and this is going to be sort of a gathering area here. I've got some ideas about games like cricket and hook ring, trivia kind of stuff going on. This will be a bar area. The bar sits right here, and this is how you open and close it at night. The bar will continue outside around this column right here. And
I don't know how to respond.
so this is sort of, when you open that up, the bar is bingo expanded. And garage doors here to open this area up in real nice weather. Or they're glass. Clear view, just some seating in there, or hang out at that bar in there to look out, let light in. Good for light. They're insulated. And then this whole area right here is an open area for outdoor dining, or maybe some kind of event, a car show, a motorcycle show. There'll be behind you here. Sitting right in here is going to be a stage, music box, actually a 20-foot Connex, and we're converting it to sound with sound equipment and music board, all that stuff. So you'll open the doors and a little stage out here, and bingo, you got your band going.
Kids can play games.
Yeah, I'm gonna have games out here. I'm probably gonna have cornhole inside, maybe outside, and this grassy area is going to be a place you can bring your dog and hang out back here and with picnic table, something with your animal, and have dinner together. You know.
What if they got a pet snake?
Pet snakes are not allowed here. Anyway, I saw the idea on the dog park in South Carolina. I was at Boeing working. And they had there was a bar there called the Oak Barrel, and I went there, and like I go through the dining room like you go through our dining room. Was a few folks, and went out back. Everybody's out back with their dogs.
Yep. Have you a little spot where free like running water so they can just go drink?
Yeah, and I'll put in a couple of kennels in case you got to put a rowdy dog up. You know, they can put him up.
I'm right.
Uh,
That's thinking. You got to think stuff out like that. Like
Yeah.
you have to have done this and done your research and fuck shit up to be able to even know all these things he's talking about.
Yeah.
So
Well, you know, sometimes animals don't get along like people don't get along. So the drive-through is right here. Sort of take a look on this is the back side. You see where you come through the drive-through, and you'll just come on and go right on out. It goes out on Oak Lane over there. Be plenty of parking here. I'll have overflow parking in the back, and there'll be more parking. This fence gets relocated, and there'll be more parking here. I will have sufficient parking, and it'll be easy in, easy out. So, I don't know. That's pretty well it.
blacktop
Is that-
parking lot. I mean, you'll have direction signs where to go.
Yeah, I'm not gonna have somebody turn around here. I mean, there'll be arrows and directions and like exit and.
So you can imagine how busy that's going to be. So if you stand right here and you look this way, what him and I have talked about, what I've envisioned is if you look back towards these buildings right here, the fence has got to go at some point for however However, we don't know. We don't know exactly what we're going to do. But like you said, there's got to be parking all along that. They got to be able to get out. You just got to, right here where we are, you got to keep parking and traffic flow in mind. But we've talked about it. The fence may go, so all this is going to open up. It's going to be lively. There's going to be cars going every which way at all times, people and stuff. So I've thought about putting a gym in White Bluff for some time. There's really no locations available. I mean, other than just buying some land and building your standalone building, which, I mean, you could go that route. But anyways, he's got it here, and I was getting to a point where I was like, you know what, I need storage in general. I've got a ton of weightlifting equipment already, and you'll have to buy a ton more and things like that. And so I needed this storage. But more than anything, I want to make a community gym where it may not be the best. It may not be, you know, you can go all the way to Nashville and drive an hour and sit in traffic and work out wherever you want to and have a silver spoon put down your throat. Or you could just come to fucking White Bluff, eat here, train, listen to live music. Anyways, obviously, I know the gym in and out for the most part, other than running one, but we'll figure that out. And so he's got all his equipment from this restaurant stored over here. And so that's what it's going to be for a little while until we get it all figured out as far as how we're going to do things and things like that. But the same garage doors he's talked about, or he's talked about on here. We may put one, might put two somewhere. I don't know. But the thing is, I want it to look nice, want it to be very presentable, and more than anything, like if you can work out with the doors up and the you know, fresh air coming in, how cool is that? So the building right now, I'm just going to talk about what him and I have talked about, and then you just kind of see the before, and then we'll obviously show the after. But more than anything, I want to provide a cool gym atmosphere for young kids, just locals. I mean, there's a lot of people that aren't going to drive all the way to Dixon or all the way to Bellevue to work out. Like, there's people right here that if they had another option to work out, it could be there. You know, like I said, you can drive an hour, or you can drive 5 minutes from where you live. There's new condos, there's new houses all through here. So the community's growing, and he knows that. I mean, obviously he wants to provide the same thing, and he owns all of this. So, well, he owned all of this, and he's built a business out of this for years and years and years. And then this guy just retired, quit, and he decided, I guess, buy the whole fucking lot. But he's gonna do that, and we talk, and this is just like I said, we've been bouncing ideas off each other for a long time, and so now we're gonna walk through here, and I'm gonna show you what I'm thinking, and him and I'll talk about what we've already talked about. So, like I said, all this is gonna change. I'm just gonna throw some things out there. He's gonna say some things, but I just wanted to get this on camera so I can say that I said that before I did that, and then you know, the rest is history, like he's gonna do with the restaurant. So.
Yeah, it's a little rough, on the rough side right now, but we're in the middle of construction. A lot of stuff came.
And he's running a whole other business while he's doing this too, as everybody is. This is not just, I'm gonna quit everything that I'm doing and just focus on this. So, as of right now, I'm gonna be renting this. Well, I don't know. We'll just see how much equipment we get in time. At some point, I want all this to be full of something. So, he's got some stuff in here, and I've got some gym equipment. We'll go in there and look at all that. I could potentially see, like, at the beginning, this is just to be a place where I maintenance things, change things in and out, get things out, trade things. I don't know. Like, all this is going to be changed. It's going to look nice. We may fill this wall in. This garage door may be changed out for one of the clear ones he's talked about.
Maybe this one here, that's
Yeah,
we'll change.
I think
that
this one would be better because it's a bigger hole.
Yeah.
But anyway, so these were three separate buildings. Now he's taken the wall out of this one, so these are connected. And what I'd like to see maybe one day is all three walls gone, or this wall gone, excuse me, and then it ties in somehow. But I could see putting batting cages in here one day, and this being like workout equipment, and you know, it's got to have a bathroom and ellipticals and treadmills and things like that. I want it to be nice, but I want this to be a project in which I did it the way I wanted to do it. So, and I don't mean that in a bad way. I just think that there's some things you can do and there's some things you can't do. But anyway, the whole goal is just to provide people to go, a place to go if you want to. Now, like I said, it ain't gonna be TVs in every fucking room. It ain't gonna be like this is gonna be a place where you go to the gym and work out. Okay. Anyways, this, like you said, this may be an open, clear door. We're gonna go in here. It opens up. There's this stuff all in here from the restaurant, but
Yeah, I was empty one time, but we
that's
got it
awesome.
full now. Get your workout lifting this door.
yeah. Bathroom. What I'm thinking,
And that's gonna be a family room for get starters.
what's that?
That'd be like a family room, men's and women's.
Oh, right here. But what I'm thinking is, you know, you'll have a room that's totally for cardio for the most part. And so I don't know which direction they'll all fit. We got to see how much equipment we got and how much we can put in and what not. But you know, they'll have a TV to watch. But that's about it. You know.
Mirrors.
Yeah, you'll have some mirrors in here. The most of the mirrors will be in here. Like I want where like you step down to watch your step. You'll have.
We're just gonna grind these floors, put a sealer on them, put mats on 'em.
Yeah, put mats on them. You'll probably have a big cable crossover somewhere. I might put it right here in the middle. Might put it along one wall. But you know, I'll have enough to do anything legs. You'll be able to get a good workout. That's all that matters. And who better than to build a gym? So that's where they start.
What do they call that workout that they roll tires and climb ropes and pull stuff?
CrossFit.
CrossFit.
Might do some CrossFit. I don't
Yeah.
know. But like,
Got a facility for it.
yeah. Like I said, there's another wall here. Come back in here. Look at this.
I think that levels out on there. This is step down over here.
Yeah. So like I said, all this shit's gone. We got mirrors, and then hopefully,
That's
well,
all
no-
fixing to go back in the restaurant.
yeah. So hopefully, we figure out a way to transition this room at some point, and then that'll step off into something totally different,
Those are
right?
the cookers right yonder. That's what you cook barbecue in.
Exactly what he said. And so out here, like I said, if this is a big open door, we can have tires to flip right in here. We can do, you know, what I would love to see more than anything would be like a Saturday class where, you know, I'm not here to try to train people all the time. You know, I would put a very good trainer, staff it with a very good trainer that can fill anyone's needs, no matter what you want to do. If you want to compete, if you want to be in your best shape at 40 or 50, we can do that. You know, like I said, it's going to have everything you need for a gym. It's like I said, if you want to go somewhere nicer, go somewhere nicer. That's cool. But you got an opportunity here to get perfect results and be close to home in a new growing community. So this would be the third room. And like I said, this will be probably something for a little while that I'll store things in to maintenance and figure out where I want to put it. Maybe
Well, we
an
could-
office.
We could eventually take this space here, close it in, and put all the maintenance right there, and this would add to the workout space.
Honestly, I've been thinking about this. Like this thing right here, this might be cool just to have a concrete platform and just have an outdoor workout facility. Leave it open. You know, I mean, if they want to come out here and it's 30 degrees, come get your little sweat on in your 30. You might put a stepper out here,
Yeah.
or
Or
like
a rock climber out here.
yeah, it's basically something like that.
Some turf down.
Yeah.
Yeah, you put some turf down. I think we'll do some turf in this room. Maybe have like a turf thing that'll move in and out at some point. I don't know, but like there's just so much that can be done
There's a
here.
restroom facility in this room.
There's a restroom here.
Yeah.
That's what I was thinking for a while.
Oh, you
This
have a
one-
restroom on that end and one on this end.
Yep. And so, if you look back this way, that's where the damn the fence is gone. Like I said, this area can be
This be all parking here.
It can be parking. It can be workouts on Saturday morning. Where another thing, like I said, one thing I'd like to provide would be like a Saturday morning where the community. It doesn't have to be everybody or whatever. You know, might have some.
If you wanted to have a run, you could run that road back there. That's a half mile back, a half mile back this way.
Yeah, you could do, you know, a jumping jack push up, squat, run. We do all kind of stuff, man. And that's the thing. Like, it doesn't have to just be done in the gym. It doesn't have to just be, you know, I want to provide a little bit of everything. And so obviously you can see the project that we all got here. I'm just buying pieces of equipment that I see that are good deals that I actually want. That's the thing. Like some of this stuff I'm gonna put in here because I gotta have treadmills and things like that. But like as far as the workout equipment, it may not be brand new, top of the line, brand new. Who knows? It might be. But like I said, it's gonna be a sort of a passion project where I put the things in there that I like, and also like get a good deal on. You know what I mean? So I may have to drive. We're looking at some equipment Friday in Knoxville. There's places I've been looking all over that I can, I can go load up and spend X amount of money on all brand new stuff, which I don't think we need that. Or I could go buy stuff that is perfect. It may be refurbished, but it's more style of what I like. And that's probably how we'll go. But I don't know. Anyways, I wanted to have this little round table where he talked about what he obviously has going on. And then I wanted to say, like I said, I wanted to be able to show this and then boom, what it looks like in, I don't know, 2 years.
Actually, the traffic coming through here is going to be advantageous to you.
Absolutely. Coming from Nashville this road, this is Highway 70. Anyone
People's going to find out there's a gym here.
Exactly.
That's the first thing.
I have clients in and out of town all the time where I can go travel. Most of the time, if I have clients come in and to train with me, we got to train at Franklin. We train in downtown Nashville. But the thing is, I'm probably 10 minutes from here from my house. So I just think it's cool. It's a cool little thing where it can be the community. Like for me, I don't want it to be where daddy's got to go to work all the time. Like I want more than anything my daughter to be able to go through this, see daddy work at the gym on Saturday, and that way fitness is a part of her life for the rest of her life. So and I think everyone should have fitness in their life. He works out. He goes to, he's got to go show him. That's the fucking gun show.
That's a 71-year-old gun right there.
But so how far do you drive to go to the Y from leaving right here? How far?
30 minutes, man.
30 minutes.
It's depressing to drive there.
Yeah. And then if you have a bad workout, it's depressing on the way back.
Yeah.
And then the same thing to go to Dixon, and then you can go to Fairview. But honestly, I think that. What do you think? Bellevue's probably the closest.
Bellevue is the best for me.
Yeah.
There's a Gold's Gym, but I really like the Y. It's a larger, roomier facility, and Gold's Gym's got everything concentrated. And you can get a couple of meatheads in there on machines, and you can't work out.
He's probably talking about me.
Well, you go in the Y, and they got a back weight room area. It's like the real heavy weight stuff. But you can also go to the other end of the building, and they do have some weight equipment back there. And then at the front, where all the stair climbers and treadmills are, they got another weight. They got 3 areas with weights, so they don't get tied up. Yeah. And when you go into Gold's Gym, it's all right there. It gets tied up.
But that's what you want. You want people in there tied up because if you got it all strawed out everywhere, that's just more real estate you got to pay for.
Well, I know, but probably. But if you got options like this tied up, I go get it on treadmill.
Right.
And then
you just need to walk in there and show them that gun and say, look, I got bigger fucking arms than you, and I've had them for 71 years. Get the fuck up out of my space.
The little boys come in there.
Would you bump chest with them?
Big girls, huh? The little boys and the big girls.
All right, Jesse, that's all I got. You still rolling?
Yeah.
So, I hope
This will be cleared out here. It's going to be like overflow parking. All that's just temporary. That's a job sitting there.
He owns all this stuff, and he runs his business out of here. And
I got RV people coming in here. Did
you just build
there's a lot
lean-to?
of space.
Have you always had that lean-to?
I just built that. Got that in it. There's another one. I'm going to have RV people in here.
How do you keep up with all of it?
It's just me. I don't have a wife to distract me from anything.
We're going to get him a hot wife, all fit, and then she's going to run the gym. She can just be his arm candy. But that's his dog. What's the dog's name?
That's Lizzie. Lizzie, come here. Mascot. Come here. She'll fuck you up. Yeah. She's going to check you out. Come here, girl.
All right, well, that wraps it up. That's what I got. Stay tuned. They don't want you to come in because it's wear and tear on their machines.
Well, yeah, they like to see you come in there for 10 minutes, 15 minutes, and then leave.
It's nothing. It's nothing
have
for them
a
to buy
nice
you coffee.
day.
Yeah, there's nothing for them to have a coffee machine that runs 24 hours and give you a cup of coffee. You pay your 40 bucks a month. That was the one over there. That was like, you imagine.
Well, 47 for me is senior, but most people, the minimum is 67.
No, I was talking about the place we saw in that wasn't Burns.
Down on Bon Aqua.
Bon Aqua.
Bon Aqua. Yeah.
But yeah.
Yeah,
So
well,
we were in there.
why they quit giving you coffee on Sunday?
Why?
Well, they just had to have one day
Cut
for
back.
break because all them old people would come in there
Drink their coffee.
and they keep the treadmill on too, and which God bless them, to bless their hearts, you know, they're trying. I look at them old people and I'm like, you know what? I hope when I'm that old and bent over, I'm still going at it.
Ain't that the truth?
But they go, they pay the dues, and they go in there and they drink coffee. They got a sitting there with about 4 or 5 tables, which you're gonna have to have. You're gonna have to have a little place like that because people won't come. They want to hang out. If you want them to hang out here and like it here, you'll have to have a little, rec area for them. Sit where they can sit, and they're probably gonna drink your coffee and drink your filtered water.
He's right. He's right. I mean, that is something I thought about was obviously you got to have coffee. That's just the gym. But, a water fountain. But I want it to be just low maintenance. Him and I are joking, saying that, like, you've got people in the gym that I always talk about that don't sweat. Like, we're in there in the gym. We're not in here to, like, sit and text and bullshit. And he's like, those people got to go to feel good for themselves.
I think you'll get an elderly crowd
Absolutely.
here, but you're gonna have to do a little different provision for them. They're not, they're a little more tender.
Exactly. Hell, everybody's tender nowadays.
Yeah, well,
But you're right.
Yeah,
You're exactly right. That's the thing.
don't.
And that's why.
There's two things here. It's like being married to your wife. Don't talk about religion. Don't talk about politics. You'll have a happy relationship.
We're not going to do that because we don't care. I don't care who you vote for. I don't
Don't
care.
be trying. Don't be flying Trump flags out here or go Joe Biden.
I thought you were going to put a transgender flag up there.
Transgender. Well, I think at this point it's safe to say we don't need to talk about that. Just go talk to Bud Light and see how it worked out for them.
Man. Exactly. And that's how it goes. So.
Hey, whether it's pro or con, or right or wrong or indifferent, whatever. But they presented something to a society that society rejected, the majority. And they should have never, ever put that out there as a test or as a statement. That's something they should just have kept in a closet until somebody pushed them and pushed them and pushed them, and they had to say, what's your position? Instead of volunteering for that bullshit, man. And then that guy that claims that he had a contract, Bud says he don't have a contract. Now they're suing each other. It's like two lovers that hate each other.
They fucked up. I mean, they fucked up. They effed
That
themselves.
is what the CEO of Anheuser-Busch should just come out, stand at a podium and say, I've got one simple statement. We fucked up.
Or we're sorry.
We're sorry.
Ain't-
We'll never let that happen, but he won't.
I bet he does.
Well,
I mean, when they're
money talks and bullshit walks.
Exactly.
That's what I would do. You just
I'm sorry.
humble yourself down. Just humble yourself down. I used to drink Bud Light.
Imagine
That's
this.
all I drank. I drank Miller Lite, and then a friend of mine was drinking Bud Light, and I switched. I remember distinctly switching to Bud Light years ago. And I go to the lake. I'm a redneck, man. I am a full-blown Murray County, Wilson County, raised, born redneck. My neck's red.
Look at it.
But we drank Bud Light. All my NASCAR friends drank Bud Light. We go down to the drag strip down here, Bud Light. Everybody drank. The people that drank Bud Light paid their hard-earned money. Didn't have a lot of money,
Exactly.
but they squirreled away some money for beer. Them kind of people do not agree with that position that Anheuser took.
I agree.
They don't agree with it.
I agree. And they're exactly right. I think such a ballsy thing to do. But I mean, you think about it. You think about how far they fell. Let's just say, all if they came out and said, "We are sorry." Think about the sales they would do. It would triple. They wouldn't sell beer anywhere else but Bud Light for the next 8 months.
Yeah, they just tell all the NASCAR just to hand out coupons at for every beer they sold, give them a coupon for another one free. Yeah. They've closed down 2 bottling plants, and they say that Bud Light has permanently lost 28% of its business. Permanently. Permanently is like the synonymous to permanent is like dead. Done.
I mean, how long were they on top for?
If I lost 25% of my business, I'd be gone. I'd have to fly the white flag. I'm out of here.
That's crazy. That's crazy. But you just got to think about things like that. Like nowadays, running a business, you say one dumb thing like that, and it can just change everything. And I think
Small community too. Word right here goes on Telegram, man.
That's right. I mean, hey, how many people's in White Bluff?
I don't know, but it's changing weekly.
Yeah, it definitely is. That's the thing. Like, he's obviously smart enough to see how busy that damn road is, and like I said, I live here now, so I wanted to bring something to the community in a growing community. My whole thing is like, we're going to be here before the whole community even blows up. Like, they're building houses now, but in 6 months, people are going to buy those homes, and then their family's going to come in town and visit. They're going to need a place to come work out for 2 days. They're definitely going to need a place to eat.
The thing, this is considered a scenic highway. The other thing is you got people in Bellevue that are stacked up in apartments. They want to get out. You know, on their weekend, they're going to go. And 70, it takes you to 3 state parks. 70 does. 2 immediately right here. And then you could go 100, but that sort of goes back and winds through Fairview, and it's not much. But when you take 70 from Bellevue, you hit White Bluff, you hit Dixon, you go through, you're not far, you get into Waverly. It's very scenic.
Yeah.
70.
You got the river?
Yeah, you got the river. Tennessee
Highway
River.
70. My dad lives off Highway 70 in Brownsville. So, I mean, it goes to Memphis. Was the Highway of America, isn't it?
Yeah.
So, I think that was what it's called, or is called years ago, whatever. But, yeah.
I'm going to shut up right now.
Yeah, so much of this stuff we've just been envisioning and talking about and trying to make work. And so, like I said, we got some equipment right there that I was actually given, and I'm never going to turn down anything that's given to me free. And so they were just going to be sat outside, and hopefully somebody got them. Well, you know what? Turner came and got them, because that's what I do. I finish things like that. And I capitalize on loose ends and people that are in a place where they need help. And so I was there. And that's what we're going to do with this whole project. And Michael and his dog, we're going to do some big things. So stay tuned. Like I said, thanks, Jesse. We got a lot to come. I'm meeting with RJ, trained with a guy out of Memphis yesterday, Paul. I'm meeting with RJ. We're going to do a podcast at the house Thursday. We'll talk about a bunch of things that him and I have been talking about, other projects and lines that we're casting out there to try to get a bite and see what we can make happen. So that's a wrap up. Thanks, Jesse. Listen to
What
you.
did I say?
Cable machines is what people want.
Yeah, that's what I would get if it fucking broke.
What?
I would get that, and I would have an extra cable. I'd change it out in 5 minutes.
So this is something that I did want to talk about. In my mind, I would want a gym where it's dumbbells and plates. And the reason I say that is because, like, there'll be so many moving parts.
There's a rubber coated. You can't hear that clank.
And see, that's just all these things you got to think about.
Well,
I want it to be
I think
minimal.
it's a safety thing because people pinch your fingers.
Oh, I agree.
But if you're in a
that's because
gym,
it's a cable.
Huh?
That's because it's a cable.
No, they don't know how to grip a damn weight.
I can't teach
There's
them
a
that.
ring
I
on
can't
there.
teach them that.
Well, that's why they must put rubber on there. I've never.
There's a
you
lot.
I like to iron.
Exactly. You work with your hands all day. So what him and I were just talking about is I would want as minimal. There are a few machines, cable, like you said, a lap pull down or a cable crossover, something like that. You need your pin select stuff. I would prefer plate loaded stuff, and the reason I say that is because it's one less moving part. You put a weight on there and then you move the weight versus doing each and every, everybody's been to the gym where it's got a pin select machine where you can't find the pin's gone, someone's grabbed it and you don't know what to do, or you pinch your fingers, or a cable's old and frayed and it kind of when you're going down. So this is just all things you got to think about when you're starting a business. What do you call it? That's another thing him and I were talking about. Do you call it, anyways, doesn't matter what we're going to call it, but you have to think about
yeah, it's gonna matter.
yeah, it's
You
gonna
gotta
matter.
think
You
about
got to
it.
think about the names, the wording you want to use, so you get the crowd, but you don't get the crowd, but you bring everyone in together. And
What's your first name?
Mine?
Yeah,
I thought about doing Turner's. I think something like that. Turner's my name. I don't go by.
Turner's a good name.
I think I don't want to say like not Workout Turner or I think Turner's at the Bluff, or we're in White Bluff. He's gonna be Pig and Pub at the Bluff.
Turner's Gym.
I see, that's the thing. I don't know. I think that's where I think people associate the bodybuilder and the meathead. So it's like I don't want it to be portrayed as the meathead gym. It's gonna have everything, like. But those are just things you got to think about. People are like, oh, he just started the gym. No.
He named his business over Highway 70. RV.
What highways? There's probably a Highway 70. I would think there's probably a Highway 70 gym somewhere. You just have to look. But yeah, I want you to see how busy this.
You'll come up with a name. It'll
Yeah.
come to you.
We'll get something good. But as we walk up through here, what time is it right now? I think it's right. I'm gonna go over and set this. 3 o'clock. Did you get everything shut up over here?
Yeah.
Okay.
Good.
3 o'clock. So probably in the next 45 minutes, this road picks up, and it's just like, boom, 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 boom. So, and I'm
Yeah,
just.
well, your gym you're gonna have morning people.
Morning people. Something I thought
These
about.
people wake up early out here. They're buying biscuits at 5:30, 5 o'clock,
That's what I'm talking
and they're
about.
going to work. And if there's somebody like me, like I used to get up in the morning, I'm not going to go drive to Bellevue 30 minutes
And then 30 minutes back.
and then back here to work out. But I would get up in the morning at 5 o'clock and go to a gym.
If it was close, for sure.
I would. If I walk in, if I could be there in 10 minutes, 5 minutes. And there's a lot of people out here that are working people, or they're doctors on their ass and they need to walk a treadmill and they got to go to an office. So they'll come in here and walk this treadmill with you, drink a cup of coffee while they're doing it, and then down the road they go.
They get something to eat. There's ball fields, like I said, 300 yards down the road. There's ball fields, and so you wanna drop your kid off at baseball game or practice. Come get a workout. Come. And another thing him and I talked about is like I said, there's baseball teams down here. There's so much you could do with this. Like the winning teams eat free. You know what I mean? The kids get a hot dog and a bag of chips and a Coke, something like that. But there's so much that has to be thought out and planned. And how can you well execute and bring something?
A lot of kids are into fitness now.
Yeah.
That Y is full of kids.
Really?
I'm talking about 10, 12-year-old boys and girls
That's
on
who I
treadmills.
That's who I want.
And you, what are you going to do about that? Get parental consent?
I mean, I do think I'll have to, because I think for what I want to do, I want to involve everyone. Like I said, I want to do like a Saturday workout where everybody comes and we do something in the parking lot. You know what I mean? Well, or we might do. I talked to another guy. See, I've been trying to plan all this out and think all this out. I've talked
We could
to.
have workout events here. You could have the den. We could have a little party right here. Kind of stuff going on.
There you go. Workout events here. Definitely a grand opening. Something cool. But yes, I think that's just something that we've all been thinking about and talking about for
All
sure.
right, I got to get out of here. It's
I do too.
storm's coming.
Thanks, Jesse.
Fighting the system like a true modern day Robin Hood.